Hello everyone, my name is Shu Yang, and today I'm going to briefly video present the materials of Rance Tidal Power Station in France and some general knowledge related to tidal energy using PowerPoint slides that you can see on the screen. So, I'm going to start with some background information. As you can see from the top image, the Rance Tidal Power Station is located on the estuary of the Rance River in Brittany, France. It was first opened in 1966 as world's first tidal power station and has been the world's first large tidal power station until the Shower Lake Tidal Power Station in South Korea surpassed it in 2011. The station mainly consists of two portions, power plant and the barrage. From the bottom image, you can see it is a barrage located on the top of the power station, which connects two communities at both sides of the Rance River. When we move to the next slide, let me explain the importance of the station. Why is it essential for France? First of all, it has been using as part of the local transportation system since it was constructed. The barrage is wide enough to support a road that connected two previously isolated communities, and it allowed further development of the local distribution network for raw materials and finished goods. Even nowadays, it is part of France's highway network with between 30,000 and 60,000 vehicles per day crossing it. Secondly, in terms of installed capacity generated by its 24 turbines, it supplies 0.012% of the power demand of France, with a capacity factor of approximately 40%. It supplies an average 96 megawatts, giving an annual output of approximately 600 gigawatts per hour. Finally, it brings a lot of visitors to stimulate local economy. For example, the facility attracted approximately 40,000 visitors in 2011. So, after introducing the importance of the station, let me tell you a little bit about what tidal energy is and how the power plant station functions right now. Tidal energy comes into its existence due to rise and fall of tides when ocean surges. To generate electricity from tides, a significant range of power is required between high and low tides. Researchers are still exploring how about this form of energy, as it is a new subject of study for them yet. However, tidal power has potential future as it is more reliable than solar energy and wind power. Generally, there are three ways to use tidal power. First is its wave energy or kinetic energy that water gets due to movement of waves. This energy can power the turbine if waves rise to a chamber and force the air out from there. In these ways, moving air can spin the turbine. Second is the energy of tides that come into the shore. These tides can be trapped in a dam, and electricity can be generated by operating dam as regular hydroelectric power plant. The third form is the ocean's thermal energy. We all know temperature is different in different depths of ocean. This idea can be used with power plants. This difference in temperature can help in generating electricity. So, how does the tidal energy work? To utilize tidal power, tidal turbines are developed. Besides, special turbines have to be designed to utilize a double cycle of ebbs and direct pumping, where water is allowed to flow from basin to a sea. Those two cycles alone account for 80% of total generation, with the high tides accounting for the rest. These turbines look like underwater windmill and have blades on it, like wind turbine. Blades on this turbine rotate at a constant speed with fast-moving current of waves. The rotor attached with the turbine uses power of moving blades to drive generators that produce electricity. So, what impacts the Rance Tidal Power Station and tidal energy has brought to us or the environment? For sure, there must be some reasons for French people to build it. From previous important slide, I concluded that the advantages can be divided into three aspects. First of all, environmentally speaking, tidal energy is absolutely renewable and sustainable. Secondly, from economic perspective, after the station was running, electricity cost had reduced at 1.8 cents per kilowatt per hour comparing to 2.5 cents per kilowatt per hour for nuclear power generation. Lastly, socially speaking, since tidal energy is a brand new field and lots of maintenance need to be done for turbines protection, it provides tons of job opportunities. However, except for those advantages, it has some drawbacks as well. First of all, the barrage has caused a progressive silting of the Rance ecosystem, causing disappearance of sand eels. Secondly, the marine fauna population was decimated, and the fish populations suffered with the salinity fluctuations, since the construction of the barrage changed the estuary into a sea. Last but not least, the increased amounts of sediments have caused a significant decimation of benthic organism populations. Finally, here comes the conclusion part. I critically concluded 3 points, provided that the pros and cons of having the tidal power station. Firstly, although Rance Power Station brought some of the negative impacts, it is still a technical success, since it has brought so many benefits for France. Secondly, it sets an example for the world of how to operate and utilize tidal energy as power. Finally, I think in tidal power field, a lot of research and trials need to be done to best balance the relationship between economy and environment. I think that's all, and thank you for watching.